Herzlich willkommen, meine Freunde. Wir zurück zu Starfield und jetzt sehen wir uns mal die Anarchie fahren.
On the record?
This attack has people really spooked. And who could blame them?
Gravity's a bitch. I'll tell you different.
Oh, jetzt bin ich gespannt. Let's go! So, ich habe alles.
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? Was he alive? Did they both actually agree?
Ja.
Indeed. And we've no time to waste. Though I'm eagerly looking forward to hearing how exactly you pulled it all off. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Ja, ja. Ist ja zu langweilig. Immer ist benehme dich, du das nicht, du dies nicht. Oh, lol. Ja, guck mal. Gott. Oh mein. Ah, okay. Ich war wohl. Und die Terrormobs sind echt. Ist echt ein anstrengender Job. Oh, jetzt geht's los. Jetzt schauen wir mal, was wir herausfinden können. Archivwache? Interessant.
No chit-chat on duty.
Wow.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Ah.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they
Okay.
are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay. Was?
Verified. Unlocking. You may proceed, Captain.
Ich möchte schon gerne wissen, was in diesen Daten sind. In diesen Daten. Was für Daten das sind. Schade. Okay. Tschüssi. Ah. Vielleicht auch nicht. Bin gespannt. jetzt haben wir die Daten.
Just doesn't add up.
Schnell. Wir wollen wissen, was draufsteht. Was ist das eigentlich? Information. Brauchen wir nicht. Wir kennen uns schon aus. So. Was jetzt?
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Ja.
Major Sanan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Okay.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions.
Ja, ich bin auch
So
gespannt.
whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside the collective.
You're carrying the most comprehensive collection of information on terramorphs in the known universe. If we can't pry an answer out of there, it likely doesn't exist.
Oh,
Certainly doesn't mean it's going to be easy. But we're not gonna know until Percival and I dig in, so whenever you're ready.
ja, okay.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done.
Ja, und wo?
The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you
Mit
first.
mir? Ach Gott.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Oh.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Ja, gerne. Komm schon, noch langsamer. Du gehst mir viel zu schnell. Viel zu schnell. Geht es nicht langsamer? Bad boy. Huh.
Hello.
Hi. Schicker Helm. Komm schon, geht's noch langsamer. Warte, wohin? Wo gehen wir hin? Oh lol. Ja, jetzt runter. Das ist eine Aussicht. Hi.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
Ah, cool.
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
Okay.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Vielleicht.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID, and your citizenship dispensation.
Einführungsgeld.
We've also let the
Wow,
Aphelion
so
Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Oh.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Okay.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs.
Ja.
And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
Ah, ich bin schon
So I need your
sehr
agreement
berühmt,
that
ich weiß.
everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Wenn ich jetzt da runterspringe. Ha! Cool. Okay, wo muss ich wieder zurück? Aber es war es wert. Es war es wert. Wer da nicht runterspringt.
Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. Glad you're still with us.
So. Jetzt bin ich da oben, jetzt kannst du einen anderen verarschen.
Welcome to UC.
Let's go. Okay. Da ist keiner.
So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing. What I'd give to have all the Rangers with me right now.
Logging
Hello.
authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Okay.
Well, you'll have to tell me all about it later.
Du sagst es ja nicht bei. Was macht man so ein Geheimnis daraus?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Du bist... What the fuck? Wer bist du? Hi.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed.
Und du bist
But
wer?
now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? There's a reason for that.
Nein.
Introductions first, though.
Ist
I'm Francois Fanon,
Ja.
but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace.
Oh Gott.
To warrant my execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed.
Okay.
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the colony war. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor, and considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
Yeah.
Very astute. That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Okay.
It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the colony war came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Okay.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else.
Was denn?
The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Oh Gott, was denn?
Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right.
Ich weiß nicht, was ich von ihm halten soll.
One task. That's all I require.
Und was?
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it
Nicht
When the
schlecht.
colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him. However you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
Interessant.
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last.
Oh, das ist gut.
Though I
Das
would
ist sehr
ask
gut.
you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now.
Okay.
Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship. and
Ah, ich
be
versuche
done with
trotzdem
it.
reden. Wir versuchen immer zu reden.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Okay.
The woman you're looking for is a Captain Marquez, unless there's something else you wanted to discuss.
Wo- Ja.
It's a phrase, actually. In one of Earth's dead tongues. Woe to the defeated. I acquired it during my school years, after defeating an older cadet so badly that it led to his dismissal from the program. Since then, it's been hurled at me by critics who didn't like the methods by which I achieved victory. But I can't say I don't like it. Stood as a reminder, I wasn't a man to be trifled with.
Ja.
I was told the process was decidedly complex. While we come from the same clay, the kiln and the sculptor had much to say in who Hadrian became, for the better. We
Yes,
are, after all, so much more than our legacies, genetic or otherwise. The official charges I faced after the war.
Ah.
The first was, the other was the city and for doing what
Nein. So. Alter. Kann man da... Ach, schade. Dann gehen wir wieder.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Danke.
Let's get that artifact to the law. Let's go then.
Let's go, Sammy. Jetzt reden wir mit der Vize-Bürgermeisterin, ob das wirklich eine gute Idee ist.
Evening, sir.
Pardon.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Ja.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Ja, ja.
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information. And she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Allowing you to kill someone on behalf of the prisoner? Absolutely not. But taking the chance to bring a known criminal to justice? Well, the old man's been right more than a few times in the past. So, what's being put on the table here? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch.
Okay.
So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
First.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain. And remind...
Sprich mit Captain Magus.
Board's green.
Erstmal speichern. Dann versuchen wir mal mit ihm zu reden, oder? Das werden wir schon irgendwie hinkriegen, dass er... Ich weiß nicht. Ich habe ein komisches Gefühl, dass wir vielleicht ein bisschen verkacken werden. Mal jetzt mal kurz. Oh, was ist... Ja, und... Genau, das wird ja nochmal... Sonstiges... Skillpunkte. Was wollen wir? Technologie? Tschüss. Raketen sind so beliebt, als ein Gegner automatischer Zielerfassung eingehen. Physisch. Oh ja.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again.
So. Dann ist was. Hey, this
Got anything you need to offload?
Looks like this place has seen better days.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetheria's debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them.
Oh,
but
God.
if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting.
Okay.
Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. This is a quiet assignment. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minimum, occasional rescue job out in the debris fields. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the Collective wants another round, or House Varun comes back in force. I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told to amuse each other. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well, hopefully you're about to make our skies a whole lot safer. Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding House Varun zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all. Though, maybe it's not just the field that's been picking them off.
Echt?
Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
Danke. So einfach geht es. Let's go.
As the hero of the
Abdocken. Jetzt suchen wir unseren geliebten Warlock. Let's go. Oh Gott. Hoppala. Warte kurz. Ich hab den, Disturber. Okay. Frachtraum. So.
Been in the Vanguard a long
I know
time.
it's home and everything,
The
but
faces
I'm
change.
ready to put a key.
Bad
Later.
guys are still bad guys, you know.
Bleib da.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl. Won't lie. Whatever you say.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but
Lass mich rein, komm schon.
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged. Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
Okay. Hat sich jetzt selber umgebracht. Alter. Wieso noch? Hätte noch weiterleben können.
Good. Hey, what's for dinner? Us, if we keep getting cooked like this.
Okay. Sammy.
Captain, greetings.
Let's get that artifact to the launch. On it.
Okay, das war jetzt zu einfach. Aber es war nicht geplant. Der macht einfach Selbstmord. Kann man einfach Selbstmord machen. Das ist uncool. Ausgetrickst. Einfach ausgetrickst. Hey, was geht?
By the way, Captain, starting to feel a little thing for you. Sounds like he's got one.
Wie jeder mich kennt. Wer immer dieser Sergeant Yumi ist, Alter. Schon wieder vergessen.
I know it's home and everything, but I'm ready to put Aquila behind us for a bit.
Oh, no way. I'm so excited to see Tony afterward.
Ja. Ja, ja. Hi, ich bin wieder da.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you? Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Alter.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain.
Ja.
I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself.
Okay,
His
wen?
name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there.
Okay, wieso?
The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war.
Oh,
and so I would arm
God.
yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Okay.
I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed. My purpose is not.
Okay, verstehe.
A military Model A. Yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Okay, was. Danke für die 3000 Credits. Hey. Oh. Ah. Falsche Tür. Hi.
Won't lie. Let's do it.
Let's go, Sammy. Dann werde ich hier noch die schlechte Nachricht übermitteln, dass er gestorben ist. Falsche Seite. Bitte, Ministerin.
All set with the man downstairs?